guys, so last week I gave you a color wheel and I asked you to go find things of all those different colors and set them around your color wheel. This week we're going to talk about complementary colors. So what you'll need is you'll need a pair of scissors, a black crayon, some watercolors, and of course a paintbrush and some water, and then an 8x10 sheet of paper. So getting computer paper is just fine. Now if you do not have watercolor, that's okay. You can use markers or crayons for this. So what a complementary color is if you take your color wheel and say you pick purple, the way you're going to find the complementary color is going directly across from it, which is yellow. So purple and yellow are complementary colors. Now if you turn your wheel and you point at your blue, what's on the opposite end of that? That's right, it's orange. And then the complementary color of green is red. So what we're going to do is we are going to take your 8x10 piece of paper and you are going to fold it in half so you get this long page right here. And then I want you to open it back up and I want you to cut across that line. So you'll get something like this. So once we've got it all cut up, we are going to fold it into 3 pieces, just like that. And go ahead and crease the seam all the way down on each side. And we're going to open it back up. And we are going to take our black crayon and we're going to draw the line down on each of those folds. So in our next step is we're going to go ahead and make these cute little monsters. Now your monsters can look a little bit different from mine, but the point of it is to get 2 different colors on each square and go from there. So I'm just going to go ahead and start my monsters. I'm going to have one hanging upside down here. You can make your monsters look a little crazy. You can give them some antennas. And then I'm going to have them come from this other area over here too. Okay, so just as simple as that, then you're done with your crayon and you can put it away. Now the reason I wanted you to use crayon is because once you use your watercolor, when you paint over the markings, the water will separate from your crayon because the crayon is made of wax. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to take some water, I'm going to swirl it around on my brush, and I'm going to kind of make a pool in my watercolor tray in the color that I'm going to start with. So today, right now I'm going to start with yellow. And I am going to paint the whole background of this monster with my yellow. And I'm not going to swish it back and forth. I'm just going to make nice long strokes going up the paper. I'm not going to go over it too many times because I don't want my paper to rip. Because again, we're using computer paper and we don't want it to rip up. So what did I say the complementary color of yellow was? We made purple. So I'm going to take my monster on that same block and I'm going to paint him purple. But I'm going to avoid his eyes because I want his eyes to stay white. There we go. So there's our first monster. Our next monster, I am going to do a blue background. And see how I'm painting right over that marker or that crayon mark? But you can still see it. So now our complementary color of blue is orange. So I'm going to do the same with the orange. I'm going to paint my monster orange. So basically I'm painting my monster what my secondary colors are. Primary colors are red, blue, and yellow, and they are what we call our boss colors, our primary colors, and they tell our other colors what to do. That's how we make our other colors. Paint his little spikes. Now I'm going to move on to red and green. And there we go, all done.